So, full, just complete honesty, not even an offense, and then just don't get offended immediately.
Oh, it's about me now?
Yeah.
Dude,
don't get offended immediately. It's not an offense. It's not an offensive thing. It's just going to sound like it's going to sound offensive to like the second part of the sentence. So the first sentence is going to sound mean. Every time you do the drama thing, I roll my eyes so hard.
Thing?
What drama thing?
No, I do. I mean, specifically, what are you referring to? What specific drama thing are you referring to? Because I do a lot of things.
Not, oh my God, before the recording. Oh!
Oh, you mean Johnny drama?
Yeah, I roll my eyes so hard at it, and that's gonna sound like that sounds mean. But I'm saying it's not mean because even in the parameters of the show, everyone else is like, Jesus fucking Christ, drama. I'm not saying it works for him and it works for you. I get it. That's fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. Dude, I'm fine with you doing it, which what sounds mean. I just want to point out you do not understand.
Yeah, I'm glad you're fine with me doing it. I'm glad I have your permission.
I'm smoking, and I'm, and then just hear, oh, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, and I'm like, fucking fuck. But I'm not fine with you doing it. I'm just saying, it works. That's honestly better that because everyone in the show, whenever drama does anything, they're like, all right, drama. And I'm glad that's the same dynamic where I'm like, okay, drama, as you do this shit.
Hey, do it every time then. That's hilarious. Honestly,
see, that wasn't mean.
No, it wasn't at all.
It wasn't mean,
like it was gonna be super
but it was going to
nasty.
sound mean, didn't it? To start off saying, it's fuck, I rolled my eyes whenever you try to get ready for something.
That's hilarious, though. No, because I know it's annoying, but it hurts a little bit.
Good.
It sends like a little shock through my body. I can feel my nerves tingle and shit. Gets me revved up, man. Gets me ready to fucking go.
What if we just, what about this? What if we just have like a little, we set your chair up where your hands are like pinned down or tied down. Basically, what if we have like where I have a button with like electric shock waves? I can just like shock you and zap you
that
while
might
we're
work if
recording.
you want to.
So whenever, instead of me like saying stop talking or cutting off, it'll be like, sorry, yeah. What were you saying?
That'd be really
That'd be a nice little layer to add to the podcast of me just fucking zapping.
I'm willing to have permanent nerve damage from that experience for the sake of this. Absolutely.
I was watching Ordinary People.
Hold on a second. My day fucking sucked. I'd like to get to it, but that actually really cheered me up. You're breaking my balls with the drama thing, so thank you. That actually put me in the right mood to do this, so thank you.
Watching Ordinary People the other night. Right? And two things. One, all I could think of was Party Down or Ordinary People. Yeah, it's the movie with the guy, brother killed himself, right? Not that fucking idiot. That's Ordinary People talking about Ordinary People. Yeah, same thing. No, I think of that the whole entire time, which made me think of, are we having fun yet?
Dude, I say it every time. You sound just like him.
I know, I look just like him too. Once the cameras are back on, I'm like, damn, is that Adam Scott? So it's like, you know when you see those people doing like, I saw one earlier. It was a video of Andrew Santino talking to Jay Farrow. And he was talking about how he does a good impression of Bill Burr. He does a great impression of Bill Burr, I found out. It does seem like a bit of an unfair advantage, though.
You do a lot of Bill Burr. When I listen back to this, there's so many little Bill Burr bits you got in your voice. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty sweet.
I don't know if you're doing it on purpose or not, but it's pretty hilarious when you saw this. I always think you're doing a bit. It's hilarious.
But Jay, thank you, I guess. That sounds lame to say. Fuck you. That's a better answer. Fuck you, nerd. That's like a pussy. I thank you for the compliment. Oh, thanks for... No, fucking get out of here, you fucking
about yesterday.
bottom dollar boy.
Yeah, I'm going to stop talking
about it. No, he was doing an impression. You didn't do an impression. So like I said, it was a short of Andrew Santino talking to Jay Farrow doing a Bill Burr impression with the person who uploaded the short, did the facial thing. Where deepfake, so it shows Bill Burr's face when he's talking to Bill Burr. Like the same with when Bill Hader was on Conan doing Pacino, and it cuts from his face to Pacino's face to Cruz's face and Schwarzenegger's face.
Dad was like, dude,
he's so talented, this guy with his facial expressions. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, he's a superhuman. All right, that was if Bill Hader could do that, he wouldn't be a fucking comedian. He'd be the world's greatest criminal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Which honestly,
fucking Clayface over here.
If you fucking can do that, you should resort to crime. Like, who wants to be a shapeshifter and be like, I'm gonna turn into a guinea pig?
There's a whole Twilight episode about that where the guy can do that with his
just
fucking
moving
face.
Muscles in his face. That's what I want to aspire to do. I have a pretty animated face. I wish I could move it just a little bit more and start changing my face to look like other people's faces. It's awesome.
That'd be pretty.
You'd be the greatest crime, dude. Honestly, the only two ways to be even remotely fucking satisfied as a superhuman, the only two powers that would even be conducive, a soup, if you will. The only two fucking things that would even be good abilities to get would be either A, to be able to just shapeshift into any person to be the greatest criminal of all time, or be Hayden Christensen in Jumper and have a photo of a bank vault. You know
what's hilarious?
No. Before you say what's hilarious, I'm going to tell you what's God-givenly true, okay? You know, I think about Jumper at least once a week.
You really
how
do.
Fantastic
You bring it
that
up
would
at
be.
least once a week or every other week.
That movie, first off, the fact that we get 10 Fast and Furious movies and one Jumper.
That was supposed to be a trilogy, you know.
I know, that's my point.
Did you
Everyone was signed on for multiple deals. They were all signed on. It was a 3-picture deal for everyone.
I saw the behind the scenes. The producers like we were really excited about this, and we wrote 3 movies. We already had 3 movies before we even pitched it to these guys.
Yeah, well, how didn't they got Kristen Stewart to be in the last scene of the movie? Because they thought it was gonna be the end. And like, oh, this is sequel bait. Kristen Stewart's here. Is that what
it was for?
No, this is right before Twilight. But the point is, imagine if it did get a sequel. She was in Twilight and Jumper 2 and 3.
Yeah, maybe they should have. They should have just jumped in that fucking.
Honestly, what they should have done is. I honestly think the problem is.
What I said.
I didn't even hear what you said, so that's good. What I think happened is that Hayden Christensen is in fact a bankable star. The problem, though, and I think he'd agree with me because he's not with Rachel Bilson anymore. The problem is Rachel Bilson's not charismatic, and she's gorgeous, but not a charismatic enough leading lady for that movie. You needed like a really strong girl for him to be into, not just someone from the CW. You know,
that's a good point.
Not someone who is on the Heart of Dixie. You need someone like an actual like
that's
movie
a really
star.
good point because even though she's adorable in the movie, she has
she's Heart of Dixie.
She has that TV
it's
actress
like if they put Vanessa Hudgens
vibe.
in a serious movie, you'd be like, well. You're kind of a Disney chick.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. It feels like this is the CW.
And Hayden Christensen's fucking in Life Has a House, dude. Hayden Christensen is in Shattered Glass, okay? Hayden Christensen
is... also before or after Star Wars? Or during?
The Life Has a House is 1 year before.
No, not that. The
Shattered Glass. Oh, Jumper? Yeah. After.
Oh, it's after all three?
Yeah, it's 2007.
That's crazy.
I think it's 2007. Because Twilight's 2008, isn't it?
Yeah, sounds right, I think. Yeah, because I was in 8th grade when it came out, so that makes sense.
Let's see. Jumper, 2008. Oof. Is it early 2008 at least? Is Twilight 2009? That made me off by 1 year. That make me feel happy. Same year?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Dude.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart's a double gopher.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. Jumper also, like, it has, like, if anything, like, Rachel Bilson didn't ruin that movie. Okay, let's check this out, right? Who doesn't belong in a Hollywood blockbuster, okay? Hayden Christensen maybe can go either way, right? Even though he's in Star Wars, I think he has a bit of a chance to be in a Hollywood blockbuster. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's take him out of the equation. There's 2 supporting actors in that movie. Mm-hmm. Who do you think's better for box office draw? Rachel Bilson or Samuel L. Jackson?
Oof, that's a tough one. Who
do you think has more box office draw?
Sam Jackson.
I agree. Now, who do you think has more box office draw? Like Rachel Bilson or Charlize Theron? Charlize Theron. You'd think so. That Charlize Theron has more box office appeal. If they got a Charlize Theron girl under there.
They also have that idiot from Turn, and he sucks.
Dude,
also.
That's so funny you said that because technically Rachel Bilson's billed 4th.
Oh, really?
And I was just gonna lie. I was gonna acknowledge that Jamie Bell existed. Yeah.
That's so
Everyone
funny.
would be on IMDb being like, "That's weird. I wonder why Alex skipped over saying Jamie Bell." I was choosing not to acknowledge that he's a person who exists and has done things. You know, Turned, Fantastic Four. I almost said Fan 4-6. That's the dumbest thing of all time. And that was such a that was back when I used to. Like, the only thing I watched on YouTube was just movie reviewers, right?
What a simpler time.
I know. It was just like Watch Mojo,
That's
Top 10s.
Oh my God, that was the time.
Those were the times. It was just Watch Mojos, What Cultures, Loopers.
Imagine if you realized you were in your glory days when you were living your glory days.
I know, man. I know. Fucking ain't that the fucking truth. But really, I saw it, and that made me think back to Fan. When all those idiots were like, "Oh, you mean Fan 4-6?" Because that was like Screen Junkies was like, "Oh, we're funny. We said Fan 4-6." I'm like, that's kind of funny. I guess you read the title differently. That's cool.
It's kind of not funny.
It's the same amount of like humor where it's like, okay, the other night I watched White Men Can't Jump, right?
Yeah.
It's white men. Next line, can't jump. It's like the same equivalent of just saying white can't men jump. Like, okay,
that was funnier.
That's funny, I guess. You read it differently than they wanted you to read it. That's hilarious. But the point is, Jamie Bell fucking sucks is actually the point of the entire fucking episode. And it's only 7 minutes in. Whatever we talk about for the next 22 minutes is completely irrelevant. The only takeaway is that fucking Jamie Bell fucking sucks. That was a nice little, I'm the motherfucking fucking one who calls the shots moment, saying fucking Jamie Bell fucking sucks.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm
raise
the
your
fucking one who calls the shots.
Raise your hand if you've been bitten by 2 dogs.
Raise your hand if you've been mauled by a dog.
Oh, well, I've been humped by a dog, so I guess I'll take the cake then. I've been humped and bitten by 2 dogs. I got bitten by my second dog today, and it really pissed me off, and here's why it pissed me off. Do you want to hear the whole story?
Can I take a guess why I pissed you off?
Sure.
Because you were bitten?
No, that was actually the least annoying part of the entire story.
You know fucking dumbass Ron's dog? Remember Achilles?
Yeah, I would just like clamp on your...
That dog was so... just fucking stupid. I don't know what I'm saying that dog was. It's still alive. That dog is stupid. Maybe it's gotten smarter. I don't know. But I remember the first time I saw it.
No, couldn't figure out how to go
and
up
it
the
was
stairs.
just like, yeah, I'm just gonna deep throat your fist and your wrist and half your form. And just
yeah, it was really weird and uncomfortable.
And just bite down on you like nibbling. It's like, this is a weird dog.
Well, I almost got attacked by the dog today, but I'm in this house painting for 2 hours, and I'm listening to our podcast. Not podcast. I don't know why I'm trying to play it off. I'm listening to fucking crime investigation stories. I listen to people who killed other people.
Interrogations, yeah.
I didn't want to tell it to the homeowners because they probably would keep me out of their house. But regardless,
You're like they start striking up a normal conversation. The husband's like gets off work. He's like, "Hey, how's the painting going?" And you're like, "Oh, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good." And he's like, "Yeah, what are you listening to in your earbuds there?" And you're like, just a video about a painter who murders the family of the house he's painting."
I like how your voices were Patrick Wardenberg and Morty for me.
Sure.
That's awesome.
It works that way.
So I'm in the house for 2 hours. Then all of a sudden, my phone is not connecting. It just all of a sudden the LTE can't work. So
dude, I gotta cut you off. I saw a
else is
video
new?
of a woman being recorded by her husband he's recording her, which was a pretty not alpha move. Admittedly, there's no way to look cool holding a cell phone from your face saying yeah, talking through the phone to the person like.
No, you're automatically wrong.
You're automatically wrong.
Even if you were right before.
Even if you were right before, the second you record a video saying yeah, why don't you say that again? Then you're automatically in the wrong. Besides the point, though, this woman, I can't even say woman. It was a full-grown adult, but I can't say a woman because the way she was acting. So this girl, was yelling at him, saying she's going to divorce and that he's a monster, that blah, 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 blah. Do you know what the issue was?
His balls are too big.
Dude, that's probably the second reason, I'd imagine, all right? But the first reason was because he turned off the Wi-Fi.
That's hilarious.
And she's like, turn it back on. He's like, no. And she's like, I'm going to call the cops. And he's like, okay.
Well, funny that this woman didn't know how to turn it on herself.
He's like, call the cops.
Because the woman I had to speak to today didn't even know what Wi-Fi was when I asked her about it. In the house for 2 hours. Also, my phone's not working. Don't fucking cut me off again because I have such a limited fucking brain power here. Last time, what do you got to say?
Now, all I was going to say is that for some reason, whatever you said clicked, and now my mind immediately went to this is all playing out in the world of like Arrested Development. For some reason, you said that no Wi-Fi sounds like a joke that would have happened in that show with. Now I'm assuming it's like Marta. This is Marta going on and Buster. And I'm just going through the highlights of the show. So the story's a lot more fun now.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you interrupted me this time again because you know what? The story I've been debating if I should even talk about this because my storytelling's not that fucking great. Right. So it could be a complete bore fest or it could be funny. But if everyone just looks at it through that lens like you just discovered, maybe it's worth me sharing.
Take it as like a sitcom.
Yeah. Thank you.
There's a laugh. There's not a laugh track.
There for 2 hours. Also, my phone's just not working because the Wi-Fi's shitty. And now I was in this house not last week but the week prior for the entire fucking week. They saw me every fucking day. That's the first part that's weird. Let me backpedal.
Do the dogs see you every day?
One of the dogs. There was two dogs. I didn't know there was two dogs.
The one that bit by two dogs in the same house?
No. I've been by two dogs in my life, I meant.
Okay, I thought you were telling me that one dog decided to pick up bone with you, and the other dog said, fuck it, that's my bro right there, let's get him. And he just hopped into then you got two dogs on you.
Won't that explain why I've been so fucking off since I've been home today?
I guess.
Let me backpedal a bit. I was there.
No, you're always pretty shitty. I don't know what to tell you.
Thanks. I was there 2 weeks ago for the entire week. Saw them every day. Okay.
Yeah. What kind of dogs were they?
I think the one's like a lab, and the other one was a fucking pit bull. I'm pretty sure the one that bit me is a pit bull.
Sounds like the more likely culprit between that and the lab.
Considering this dog knew I was in the house for 2 hours, and the second it got to me, it just immediately chomped at me. It was probably the pit bull.
It's like, which dog do you think sounds more scary? The Labradoodle Retriever? Or the fucking Rottweiler?
The Rottweiler.
I don't know.
Although,
as
we all know, pit bulls are only aggressive when their owners
Pit bulls. You guys say in the voices. Pit bulls. No. You're not. That's, you know the voice. It's pit bulls are only aggressive.
It's the worldwide.
No, I'm not doing pit bull.
I know you're not.
No, I'm doing the goddamn guys who do those channels talking about like dog attacks, and they all have that very. Pit bulls are very interesting dogs. They come only attack in bad situations. Like, they talk like very much like here. All the videos are oh my god! We watched this video that it said the American bully. And, and they all like, the American bully is actually 40 pounds heavier. They talk in this very, like, the tone they're speaking in is not applied to dogs.
Should I tell the rest of the story in that voice?
No.
Okay. So this morning when I come into the house, the guy is fairly friendly until this comes up. He goes, I'm Mike. This is my stupid fucking girlfriend.
Why not go by Mike?
And he didn't say stupid fucking girlfriend, but she's a stupid fucking girlfriend. I'll get to that later.
Why not just go by Mike?
Hilarious. So he says, I'm Mike. And I go, oh, yeah, no, I was here last week. I met you already. I'm sorry. I said, yeah, no, I was here last week. I remember. And he looked at me with disgust when I said, like, how dare I not just act like I haven't met him before? So I'm in the house for 2 hours. All of a sudden,
obviously what happened was he went to his dog and he was like, sick him.
Because me being friendly, I remember I was here last week. That was an issue. So phone disconnects. The stupid fucking girlfriend is in the living room talking on the phone like this, slouched all the way across.
That's a weird way
and she's talking to Nick, okay?
Who's Nick?
The guy she was talking to. I don't know who Nick is. Whoever she was talking to was named Nick.
All right, well, listen, I was in the store, and you said it in a tone in which I'm supposed to know who Nick is. I'm like, who the fuck is Nick?
I just thought it was funnier saying it that way. I walk in, I say, excuse me, and then she keeps talking.
Excuse me.
And I say, is there any chance I could get the password if I could connect to your Wi-Fi? Because my podcast keeps stopping. And she went like this. Now, do you see how fucking glazed and like just, I don't know where I am, I'm looking at you?
Yeah.
That's how she stared at me. And she goes, I have to call you back, Nick. I'm getting interrupted.
Wow, dude, you should have fucking. I'm trying to think what I mean, all you really have is paint there, so I'm not sure. You should have spilled paint on the floor.
I had a 5 at one.
You should spill paint on the floor is what I'm suggesting, not what you're suggesting.
So she hangs up, stands up, and walks up to me so they have this conversation, still glazed out of her fucking skull looking at me. And I said, I was just wondering if I could connect to your Wi-Fi because my podcast keeps crapping out. And then she goes, what's disconnecting?
My phone.
And then I said it again, and then she goes, and then she rolls her eyes and goes, give me a second, walks upstairs, leaves the gate open that the dogs were being blocked from. I guess they were in a room with the door closed. Opens the door to go. This is why I circled back to this. You said before how the woman left her husband because he disconnected the Wi-Fi. So it's funny, she didn't realize she didn't know how to turn it back on because apparently this one didn't know what the Wi-Fi was. Not only she didn't know what Wi-Fi was, she didn't know what the password was. She gets him, unleashes the pit bull, comes running down, starts barking. I didn't go to brace myself. I didn't go down to pet it. I was just thinking the dog knows I'm in the house. It's probably just barking, doesn't know who I am. Like most dogs, like 2 weeks ago I was out of the house with a dog. The dog barked. He up and sniffed me. Didn't try to fucking kill me.
Right.
So I didn't do anything. This dog just all of a sudden chomps on my fucking leg. The guy comes down, who I think's still nice at this point, goes, I'm sorry about that. I said, hey, it's okay. He didn't break any skin, not bleeding or anything. It's okay. I said, but is he, up to date with his shots? He looked really annoyed that I had the audacity to even ask that. I think I'm in the right considering I just got hit by your fucking dog.
I have like a question I want to ask, but I can't ask on the podcast. I'll have to ask it later. It's really depressing.
Okay.
It's really sad.
The microphones for a second?
Can't risk that. Can't risk any investigative work being done with there's some new technology to raise the fucking volume back up.
So I said, yeah, I just wanted to know if I could connect to your Wi-Fi because my podcast keeps crapping out.
He's like, no, you may not.
And he goes, yeah, I mean, now, this is why I'm really getting annoyed at this point. Because, yeah, you're right, the dog bit me. But your girlfriend was a fucking bitch for no reason,
Yeah.
Okay? And stoned for some reason.
Well, that's rude.
It was 11 in the morning.
That's rude.
Whatever, dude. She's a bitch. So I know about that. If she was just stoned, I'd be okay with it. Okay?
That's my point. Now you're fucking. They're creating a straw man here. You're going.
No. I laid down the first straw. I didn't create a straw man.
You're saying fucking. Oh, and also just she's hot. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, listen. Okay, I'll tell you something right here. I've had great times on drugs. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Bill Hicks. Fucking.
Never hurt anyone.
Now the reason I'm getting even more annoyed now is because, like I said, I was there a week ago.
Yeah.
And they gave the other painters the Wi-Fi password.
Robbie, we live in a very different world than we did 30 seconds ago.
I went to get lunch when I came back last week.
God, now I have more questions. This story is juicy. I can't. The podcast, the restrictions of society wanted it to become a juicy story.
The chick I work with said, "Oh, by the way, Robbie, he gave us the password if you need it for the Wi-Fi." I said, "I'm no issue, so I'm good though, thanks." So they give them the Wi-Fi, no questions asked apparently last week. But now when I ask, it's like ooh, do we give it to this guy? I don't know.
Funny.
So then he goes, yeah, I mean, I guess it's this one right here, and the password's so-and-so. And I'm like, okay, cool, thanks.
You should have just doxed it. You should have been like, they live at 34 Crescent Street. The Wi-Fi is Gomez Wi-Fi.
Well, I will explain
and the password is 123 my password.
Well, the password's their address. Which is the funny part.
They deserve... Dude. I saw a thing today about connecting to fucking... You should stop connecting to Wi-Fi in general. You should just sacrifice because of the fact... I saw a video today. I read a book that was talking about how... He's like, these people have these false Wi-Fi networks listed on your phone. You'll see these things pop up and you connect to them for these free Wi-Fis. They can just instantly have all of your information across everything you've ever done. So
yeah,
maybe you should connect to Wi-Fi.
I took my lunch. I decided to look at some porn all American red.
Right, on their Wi-Fi.
I said, "Fuck it, your dog."
That's so funny. That's so funny too. Especially they have an Eero or something, so they can see what the thing. And then the guy's now all insecure.
Because I have to go back there tomorrow. The guy, so that's hilarious. No.
The guy, the boyfriend is he's looking at the account and he's like, I know I didn't look this up. He's like. God, he gets real insecure. He's like, what is she? I didn't know she was into this at all. She's never once even expressed these things to me. He starts being very insecure about himself, and he starts to get very fucking down. And then he just, you should go there tomorrow and look at more inappropriate things. And then he starts to fucking resent her for it. And it also gets to the point where it's so much time passes in between him first seeing it before he actually acts on it and says something to the point where she's saying no. He's like, you don't even fucking remember, do you? It changes. It's not just she's denying. Now she's fucking lying to him and she doesn't even. Now she's she's lying. She's just such a fucking whore. She doesn't even remember. He's thinking now.
That's great.
Complete changes his idea of her. He kicks her out. He's unhappy, and you put the seed in there, and you ruin the relationship that way. That's the really way you get back at people.
I'm gonna do that.
Everyone tries to get back at people in these short-sighted ways. Where, let me punch them in the face. You want to punch them in the face? What? So they have a bruise for a week?
No,
how about you bruise their heart for a year?
That's great.
All right.
No, they have a house together. It's gonna be years. It's not gonna be 1 year.
I don't know, man. From the sounds of it,
they
it's
have
his
dogs
house.
together.
I don't know. It sounds like it's from the way you paint the
That's
picture.
true. She
It's
doesn't know
his
what the
house.
Wi-Fi. She doesn't even know what Wi-Fi is.
I know. It's
password.
his house. It's his dogs. It's his girlfriend. You made it sound like.
So first off, fuck, you said something that was really funny. I wanted to comment on it, but forget it. So after he gives me the Wi-Fi password, I say, all right, cool, thanks. I'm sorry I bothered you. Doesn't respond to me and just walks away like I'm a fucking piece of shit. And then it gets better. I don't see these two fucking pieces of shit for the rest of the day until I have to leave. Now she's in a different room and she's on the phone again. I stood there waiting till she looked at me, so I knew because I saw she was on the phone. I didn't want to fucking interrupt her precious conversation again. So I wait till she looks at me, the glazed look, and I said, hey, I finished up, so I'm heading out. I'll be back here tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And she's like, again, doesn't know what fucking planet she's on.
Dude, that's some good smoke.
And then she's like...
Is she high on pot?
I don't know what her deal was, dude. I started the question...
You should be able to tell looking at a person what kind of high they're going through.
Okay, it was probably pot then, and copious amounts of pot, 'cause she was glazed.
Okay, I want to know if it was like
glazed
pills or
donut.
something. You think she was a pill popper?
Fucking, so she's on the phone still, and I say that, and then she goes, hold on, Nick. Now, this is 4 hours after the first time I interrupted her, Nick. I think she's cheating on her boyfriend,
I was gonna say,
Nick.
that's the fuck. You should just fucking go in there tomorrow, and you'd be like, yeah, man.
I know this Nick guy is,
yeah,
but he's fucking her.
You should be like, oh, yeah, thanks, Nick. He's like, what'd you say? He's walking up the stairs. Your back's towards him. His back's towards you, obviously. Yeah. Actually, no, you're facing him. So you can see this, right? Because you want to get the satisfaction of winning. So he's at the top of the stairs, and you say, oh, yeah, thanks, Nick. And he freezes, and he tilts his head to the left, looking over his shoulder, like, what'd you say? And he turns back, and he's like, you say Nick? My name's Christopher.
It's
and he's
Mike.
like, listen, Christopher. And he's, why'd you call me Nick? I just assumed your name was Nick. Why'd you think my name is Nick? Like, I don't know.
Because that
you didn't
bitch
know.
kept saying
no,
Nick.
Robbie, you jumped in too quickly.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
You have to play dumb. This is why you don't get things done right. Okay.
You're right.
He says to you, why? What? No. He said, why'd you say Nick? I just thought your name was Nick. Why did you think it was Nick? I don't know. I misheard. No. What did you hear? He has to get to that point first. He has to jump to the spot of being. No. Wait. You can't
exactly
jump that way.
Did you hear?
Otherwise, you're the one fucking intimidating him. He has to be like, no, you tell me what's going on. You're like, I don't know. I just, I've been here all these days when you're upstairs making money for your girlfriend. She's just on the phone talking to someone named Nick. I don't know what to tell you. And then he goes upstairs, goes into the Eero, looks at his, and he's like, wait a minute.
So 4 hours later, she's still talking to fucking Nick about God knows what, and she goes, "Hold on, Nick."
How much about she hates Mike?
Then she goes, "Hold on, Nick," puts him on hold, and she's like, "Oh, so you're done for the day?" And I was like, "Yeah." So
fuck you. No, your response should have been, "Oh, you're done for the day? Why don't you go fuck yourself?" You should have just left the house. How did that? No, the fact that you respond to that. Okay, that was like when we were at Lynx and I started cursing at people.
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh, you're done for the day? Drop dead. I'm done. Bye.
Well, I said, yeah, I'll be back at 9 tomorrow. And she's like, okay. And I walk out of the house, and then I told you I almost got in a car accident on the way home. Because I was so fucking annoyed about how my day transpired, these two fucking cunts, I was fucking angry, and I went to go merge lanes, because you can't merge in this fucking state, because everybody drives 90 miles over the fucking speed limit. It's impossible to merge into any fucking lane.
And New Jersey's pretty rad with that, dude.
And
Dirty Jersey.
And it's my fault.
Robbie, you gotta love Dirty Jersey, man.
But it's my fault, though, because I'm an asshole who's like, I don't even put my fucking blinker on.
You are an asshole.
So it is my fault.
How much of a shitty driver you are.
It is my fault.
No, let the record show. How often do I say, dude, you're fucking... How often?
You say it all the fucking time. Okay?
Because it's hilarious.
I'm aggressive.
No. You're worse than that. You're a passive-aggressive driver, okay? That's the worst thing in the world. Just like being passive-aggressive is worse than being aggressive, okay? Mm-hmm. You're a passive-aggressive driver, okay? I will yell and I'll change lanes and shit, but I at least have distance between me and the cars. You just ride people's ass for no fucking reason. I'm a bit of an aggressive driver. I still use a turn signal. You... do not use a turn signal.
Well, it bit me in the ass today because I looked in my mirror, I saw the gray car behind me, and I know my blind spots are bad. I always turn my head over my shoulder to double check. For some reason today, because I was in my fit of rage, I'm like, fuck it, I'm good. And the person honked at me. It's also the one time I didn't have music blasting. I wouldn't have ever heard about music blasting. So I guess there was some kind of like.
So you're telling me that there's actually a really good chance that you're getting honked at for never using your blinker all the time. Since your music's blasting, you just don't know about, so you're actually fine.
Ooh, maybe you're right.
Maybe that's the takeaway.
I never thought of it that way.
Maybe here's the thing.
Interesting.
Maybe you shouldn't.
That's really
be,
interesting.
maybe, I don't know. Maybe your car shouldn't be bumper to bumper when you're driving on the road.
I think the problem is, well, it's funny. I say everyone drives 90 miles with a speed limit, but I'm also someone who drives 90 miles with a speed limit. So, I guess I really shouldn't. I'm doing that. What the fuck is that term where you fucking? I'm projecting my anger from the day on the person I almost fucking drove into. It's not their fault today. So me almost getting the answer is entirely my fault. I can admit that mistake. But I was in that bad headspace because those fucking assholes. We can both agree those two people are assholes, right?
For sure.
Okay, fine. So as long as we're agreeing on something,
They're having bad times on drugs. All right, I'm having good times on drugs.
But dude, what the fuck is that nonsense?
I don't know. I have no idea.
And I have to go back there tomorrow. So you bet I'm looking up some seriously fucking nasty porn on their Wi-Fi.
You should also like do some investigate, look around, be like, do they have a cross? There's a cross in the living room, so there's some religion here. Start looking up satanic things, make him think like, God, this is just like. He's like, who's this pagan woman I've fallen in love with? Who is this pagan adulterer?
It was Nick got her into this shit. I swear.
I know. What is it? What is this devil worshipping satanic Nick stuff she's always going on about? This fucking. What? This isn't who I thought I was with.
I hope I have the balls to do this tomorrow. If I remember this whole Nick, there's a good chance I will. So I'm going to listen to this tomorrow when it's up. I hope I remember to do the Nick part though when I leave because I think I have to say thanks, Nick.
I know. Just drop the fucking seed in. Just fucking. Everyone thinks that the right thing to do is to stab someone and then pull it out and stab him again and pull it out and stab. That's like such an no. You stab it and you just twist the knife and you twist the knife. You just keep twisting and twisting and twisting. And that's a hell of a lot less motion exerted than just over and over again.
And you could argue it's a deeper cut.
Doesn't even matter. It's a deeper cut. It's a more damaging cut.
What?
That's the other thing. Each stab you're stabbing goes in the same amount of times each way. It goes in however long the blade is. You turn that motherfucker to the side, now you're just opening the wounds.
You know what I should do actually tomorrow also? Not only should I call him Nick, fucking every house I've been in, most of the time the customer comes in at some point if they're home just to check in and see, hey, how's it looking and everything else. These people never even once tried to acknowledge I was there today.
What color they paint their walls?
That's my point. I should just bring in different paint tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe by myself again.
Nice.
I'll just paint different fucking
What color
colors.
they
They won't
paint their
check.
walls?
I think it's gray.
I hate the walls.
I know. Everybody paints gray, and everyone's like, it's so modernized. No, you have no fucking individuality. You're not unique. Literally, you're a fucking loser.
Oh, fuck. I had it, and you made me lose it.
Wow.
What's the thing? Oh my God, no! It comes such a tight intellectual. Everyone's like, damn, Alex is well read. And you fucking robbed me of it.
Sorry. Just think for a sec. You always get back to it.
No, it's not. And I know what I'm trying to think of. I can't remember what the word is now. God damn it! I have to be a fucking simpleton and open up my phone. No, I'm gonna suffer.
No one knows what you're saying.
No, they do. Okay, you fucking son of a bitch.
I tried to save you.
Okay, Walter. Fucking. What is this? What is it? Dude, we're gonna sit here in silence. I don't care if it's a fucking long wait, or I'm gonna find it out.
That's fine. I don't care if we're in silence. I decide we should learn to embrace the silence.
Oh, fucking, this is not what I want. God damn it, Google.
Yeah, that's why I was just bitching about before. Don't you hate when that happens? Wouldn't it be better if you could just type in what you want and it immediately gives you the answer?
Yeah, wouldn't it be better if it was just like, if we had this chip in our head and we just had the phone implanted into us so we could just like be a part of technology? Wouldn't that be amazing?
That'd be pretty sick.
Fucking morons.
Why don't you just say what you think you were saying? Maybe the world will come
You probably know
back
what it
to
is,
you.
but that'd make me honestly more annoyed if you just gave it to me easily. So I'm not going to give you the chance to do that if you rob me the chance of what I wanted to do.
Okay, first off, I didn't even try to rob it. Well, you know what, dude? I'm so goddamn tired of any time I get on a streak of talking.
It's like
me
no,
robbing
shut up,
you
shut up,
something.
shut up. It's like
What else is
Cartman
new?
in the South Park episode where his idea of self is so large he's just recreating narratives as they play on his head, and then each time he talks about them, they get further and further into the way of him being in the right.
Alex, you know you didn't come up with that joke at all, right?
No, I totally completely did.
Wow. This is what
I remember I
Kyle
came over there and I was like, and then Jimmy's mom said, hey, you guys want fish sticks? I said, fish sticks? What are you, a gay fish? Oh, well,
you know what's hilarious? I wanted to bring that up earlier because I kept... you said I had to let Mike get to the Nick conclusion on his own for where I heard it from. I can't just say your wife or girlfriend was talking to him on the phone.
Yeah.
That's what fucking Carmen keeps fucking every time he retells the story.
I know,
he never does the line that gets you to the punchline.
I know, man. It's fucked up.
Find that word yet?
No.
Why don't you say
and
what
honestly,
you're
the
trying
fact
to
that I
say?
haven't found it is not only is it just killing me,
It's killing me.
it's also just confusing me. I'm unsure of how Google's like. Honestly, I'll tell you what I'm talking about 1984, the book, and the fact that I can't find the answer is making me think that obviously that book was completely true, and Google's just like, nope, we're rewriting it.
Thought police?
Yeah. No,
you
I'm not thinking about that. No, I know what the fucking thought police are, asshole. You smart, cocky son of a bitch.
You get immediately says the first thing that popped in my head.
I'm not going to give you. No, shut the fuck up, okay?
Orwellian? Is that what you're trying to find?
No. Nothing what you think it is what it is, okay? The point is, the fact that I can't find any reference to it is the most 1984 thing of all time.
Yeah,
okay?
that's hilarious.
Google is like, no, actually, we were always at war with them. So we've actually always been allies with this. We've always been allies with them. And we've been at war with them.
You looking for the slogan "Freedom is Power"? That one.
That's a good one. No, that's not what it is. It's that's not what it is. It's the three things. That's
yeah, I know what it is.
Freedom is slavery.
Oh yeah.
Ignorance is knowledge. And what's the first one?
I don't remember.
Peace is war.
Yep.
Yeah. You're an idiot.
Yeah, I should know because I loved that book.
Peace
you
is
made that great
Peace
rat
is
reference
war.
the other day to 1984. That was awesome.
Peace is war.
Yeah, Peace is war is the first one.
Yeah, Peace is war. Freedom is slavery.
I don't think the other one you said was right though.
What was the third one I said?
I don't remember, but I think it was wrong.
Ignorance is knowledge. Knowledge is
that's
ignorance.
What, no, you said ignorance is knowledge. That's what you just said. But I don't think that's correct. Can you find the word?
I can't.
Yet? Then why don't you just say you were trying to fucking say already?
No, it's not. It's more of a cliffhanger this way. That's hilarious. I can find all the ministry. That's fucking suck my fucking dick. The Ministry of Truth, the Ministry of Peace.
Yeah, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength.
I was close as fuck.
You were. I should have known that. Damn,
dude, what a good book.
I didn't know that. You know, it's a really good book, Anthem by Ayn Rand. That's a great fucking book.
I haven't read that.
It's way easier to read than Fountainhead, which is like 900 pages long.
What's the other? Animal Farm is also.
Yeah, that book sucks though. The book's. I mean, I guess it's not because everyone talks how great it is. I guess the themes
you ever
are there.
Seen the movie 1984 with John Hurt?
Yeah, that's a good movie.
John Hurt kicks ass in that movie.
Yeah, he really does. Can you
his face is Winston's face. It's pretty crazy. I don't really like John Hurt all that much, but that was a pretty cool movie.
You know, it was interesting. When I read 1984 in school, I didn't like it for the first 100 or so pages. Mm-hmm. It took me because Winston's the entire time trying to overthrow Big Brother and all that, or whatever the fuck. I forget all the terms and everything else, but whatever. He's trying to overthrow the government in the book, and Julie, I think that's the girl's name in the book. She wants to overthrow it too, but she just wants to do it just so she can like throw in just because it's fun, it's cute to do that. She doesn't understand the significance of overthrowing it. And there's a moment where he's talking about it, and she doesn't even understand what his point is. Because it's like, that's when it finally clicked for me how good the fucking book was. And then I liked it from then on out. Because it's like the government's got them so corrupted, they can't understand the possibility of what their consequences could have if they do something right.
The whole thing's insanity. It's fucking
really
awesome.
Really good fucking book.
It's crazy that here's what's actually the most crazy about 1984. It's not even about the book, it's about the movie. The crazy thing about 1984 is that they actually released it in 1984. The fact that that's a pretty obvious idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but they get it to happen.
They get it to actually work out that way. They have Christmas movies that come out in they have Halloween movies that come out in March now. Okay?
Yep.
Scream is a March movie.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
That's pretty far removed both ways as an after and before of October.
It's actually right in that middle ground.
It's not like you released it in
decide.
November where it's like, yeah, it's pretty far from next Halloween, but Halloween was a month ago.
Yeah, or
you released it in the like. How far can we get from being close to and away from Halloween? Maybe like end of March we'll release it. Yeah, because then we can take all those St. Patty's Day revenue for all those movies. Doesn't even make fucking sense.
That's a good market to tap into.
But the fact that 1984 actually came out in 1984 is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Because it's
you know what else came out in 1984?
Hmm?
You know what else came out in 1984? Van Halen's 1984.
Yeah, but that's not as cool. Because they came up with that probably in 1984 and then released it in 1984. Wasn't like the book written like 1949?
48. It's like the exact reverse.
So that's my point. The fact that it happened to be released years in the future in the proper time, that's pretty convenient.
That's pretty convenient. You know, Muse has a song.
Like the 2001 Space Odyssey come out in 2001.
What'd you say?
The 2001 Space Odyssey come out in 2001.
Yes. Yes, it did. On Blu-ray. Trick.
I don't know if that really. First off, lame. Second of all, I don't know if that really counts as coming out on that thing, but sure.
What were you trying to say before? We ever gonna figure out that answer?
No, I said it'll come up another time. Let's wait for that one.
Can you tell me off the show?
Yeah, sure. I have questions actually about the fucking family off the show. I
Okay, cool.
I
How cool are we? We got off the show.
I know, we got to talk about it off the cast. It's not even like we're baiting them and saying go to the Patreon for the second hour. It's like we're just not going to tell you.
You're not even worthy.
You're never going to know. That's the thing. Everyone says true transparency. Yeah, you need true, complete transparency, which is what I can say. I'm not telling you guys shit. That's a private conversation. It's a lost art form in the nowadays.
So see your way out of it.
No, lame.
Sorry.
Lame.
You know,
And
you
also,
did that the other day. That was cool, though. But we're not doing
No. What's lame about it is that I'm clearly gesturing to stop the recording, and then you felt the need to try to talk again.
Well, just so you know.
You're doing it again. I gestured to the left, and you said something else.
Yeah, well, I gestured several
times. And you did it
times.
again.
Yeah, well, you did
My
it
hands
multiple
to the
times.
left. It means you stop talking, and I finish the recording. It's that simple. You say anything else, we'll see what happens off the recording. We'll see what happens off air, okay? We'll see what bruises you come in with the next time, okay? Jesus Christ.